Well, I'm checking to check it out. So quickly react to the Callum Simpson versus Troy Williamson fight. Just watched now on what was it, BBC iPlayer. Man, fucking Troy Williamson doing it again, man. He's done it again. And like from where Troy Williamson's come from, like his last like 5 fights, like he was on a he was like right, he lost quite a few fights beforehand. I think he had I think he lost about 3 on a spinner before, and then he just come back out of nowhere and had 2 big wins, right? And he was a heavy underdog on both of them, right? And for this guy to come back and pretty much reinvent himself and rip up the script on both times. He ripped up the script on his last fight. I forgot who he was fighting now. The name fucking escapes me. And then this fight now on a box card against Callum Simpson. Ben Shalom's golden boy. One of Ben Shalom, but one of Ben boxers, which is owned by Ben Shalom, one of his little golden stables, right? And just came and put a fucking into it. So it's bad times for Ben Shalom at the minute. He's losing hella fighters. Some of his top fighters are getting beat. Oh yeah, that's what. Because Fraser Clark got fucking. He got his ass handed to him as well by Jamie TKV. He was a heavy underdog as well. And I'm so glad these underdogs are coming up and ripping up the script, man, because those 2 fights, it was so obvious that they've got refs in, that they've got these referees, to give the A side, which is boxers, what's the word? Flagship stars on, their flagship boxers on their roster. Got these referees coming in to give them every single fucking chance possible. The referee was a fucking disgrace in the Fraser Clark versus Jamie TKV fight. The referee was a disgrace in that. The amount of times fucking Fraser would fucking hold all the fucking time, and not one fucking point taken off. I don't think he got a point taken off, did he? I don't think. Could be wrong, but I don't think he did. If he did, he should have at least have 2 or 3 points taken off, but I don't think he did. But yeah, so you got Jamie, fighting 2 people basically in that fight, and now you got this one now. The Troy Williamson came and upset the apple cart once again, and it was so obvious that the fucking referee was giving Callum Simpson every single chance, giving him every chance possible to get up from the knockdown and make it out of the round, But doing that, you could have the fucking guy killed, right? Callum Simpson couldn't defend himself. After the first knockdown, he was in no position to defend himself. He couldn't defend himself. His hands were down. He was taking clean shots. Not every shot Troy hit him with was clean, but obviously Troy hit him with enough clean shots anyway to finally put him out after the 3rd knockdown in 1 round. How are you getting knocked down in the 3rd round? No, how are you getting knocked down 3 times in a round and still be given a chance to get up? The try. Bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit. This guy's trying to fucking rig his fights and for his fighters. Fuck you. And that's why, you got fucking hell. As a fighter now, right? If I'm an underdog, or if I'm the B side, coming to fight one of fucking Ben Shalom's fighters, you gotta knock these guys out. You gotta knock them out to win, or at least nearly knock them out. Because obviously Fraser Clark didn't get knocked out in this fight, but it was too obvious to try and rig the scorecards to give Fraser Clark the win. Couldn't do, because actually, did Fraser Clark did Jamie knock him out in the end? I can't remember. Fucking, sorry, my mind's gone fucking blank, man. But anyway, forget about that fight. I'm talking about the Troy Williamson fight. And yeah, Troy Williamson basically had to almost kill the guy for the ref to wave it off. And obviously, Callum Simpson's corner weren't gonna fucking stop it because everything's on the line. You know, everything's on the line for their fighter, so they weren't gonna stop it. All right, they was gonna let what do you call it? Callum try and work himself out of it. You know what I mean? So, but you know, I'm not. Sometimes I think the corner should stop the fights, but if fighters tell the corners, say, look, don't stop the fight, let me go out my shield, then you got to respect that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that referee could have Troy Williamson killed. But anyway, I'm so glad for Troy Williamson to get that win, right? Because people keep fucking doubting this guy when he keeps fucking showing up, yeah, and fucking the scripts up, yeah. So salute to Troy Williamson on that. I had him to win anyway, and I had a feeling he will stop in the second half of the fight, which he did. So very happy with that. So all the props in the world goes to Troy Williamson, and Callum Simpson. I was never really too sold on him. I weren't, because I've seen his last couple of fights, man. I thought, there's chinks in the armor there, and Troy Williamson exposed that. There's like no head movement. He was literally getting caught with the same overhand right that Troy Williamson was throwing all night. He was getting caught with it literally at least 80 to 90% of the time he was getting caught with that same shot. No adjustment, no head movement. Like, how are you getting caught with the same shot for all them fucking rounds? It's fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah, so there's chinks in armor, and there's no head movement from him. There's no adjustments from that. There's no adjustments, but yeah, to be honest, I don't really mind Callum Simpson. He's okay. He's an okay fighter, but I never seen what the big hype was about him. The way fucking Ben Shalom was going on, like this guy was going to be the next, was it middleweight? Is it middleweight? The next middleweight or super middleweight, whatever fucking weight is, fucking champion. I thought, nah, I can't see it. I don't see how he could come to that conclusion. Nah, he's a good British level fighter, possibly European. That's what he is. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like Callum Simpson. He's a good guy. He's cool. I like Troy Williamson even more though. You know what I mean? This guy hasn't been given nothing in life, bro. Well, you know, especially in terms of his boxing career, he ain't been given nothing. Yeah, you have to fucking beg. You have to fucking scrape everything out of the fucking mud. You got everything out of the fucking mud. Yeah. I remember before, a few years ago, I watched the interview. I think it was around the COVID times. But it might be in 2021, around them times, maybe around that, maybe 2022. But there was a time where he wasn't getting no fights at all. You know what I mean? This guy's got a fucking family. He's got a family to feed. He's got a kid to feed. He's got a kid and a missus. You know what I mean? And you know, there was a time where he was getting frozen out. You know what I mean? He was getting the fights that he wasn't getting the fights that he wanted or warranted even. He weren't getting the fights, man. You know what I mean? I think this guy's like a blue collar fighter. You know, well, blue collar. You know, what would I say? Blue collar fighter, or would I don't know? You probably use that term, couldn't you? But obviously, when you say blue collar, you usually say that in like in you know, if someone's a blue collar worker, but you can probably use it for boxing as well. So, but yeah, Troy Williamson is a blue collar fucking fighter. Yeah, nothing's been handed to him. He's got everything out of the mud. Keeps on plugging away, even through them dark times when he couldn't get no fights. You know what I mean? This guy's got fucking. He's a professional boxer. Yeah. So if he's not fighting, he's getting no money. He's getting no money. and this, this guy's got bills to pay, and it's like everybody else. And this level where he's fighting now, these guys ain't really rich like that. They're not. You know what I'm saying? So for someone to take such a hard career and to to be dedicated and committed, and to always this is what he does for a living. This is him. Yeah. So all the credit in the world, all the salute to what in the world goes to fucking Troy Williamson. I just hope that, because he fought a different fight tonight. This guy was like, he was being a boxer tonight, and Troy Williamson's always been a bit of I wouldn't really label Troy Williamson a boxer like that. I wouldn't call him an out and out boxer. He's more of a maybe boxer puncher, but he likes to scrap anyway. You know what I'm saying? He's been in some hard, grueling fights, man. It's been hard to watch. And but with this new style, what I saw him fighting tonight, man, was a perfect style for this fight, and it could be a good style for him going forward. He'll take less damage. A lot of Troy Williamson's fights, he throws a lot of punches, comes in close and that. He takes a lot of punches. He's getting a lot of damage. So hopefully this style what he's got now can preserve him a bit longer, because I would hate to see fucking Troy retire now, and in a few years' time, the guy can't really speak properly. You know what I mean? Because all the blows to the head. I would hate to see it, man. I would hate to see something like that happen to a genuine hard-working guy like that. I would hate to see it, man. So hopefully he gets a few more paydays and call it quits, man. Because I think he's like mid-30s now. Early 30s, mid-30s now, I think. So probably ain't got too much more long left, really. So yeah, I would hopefully get some good fights, for the back end of his career now, and call it quits. Hopefully, make sure everything's intact. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so salute to Troy, man. Salute to Troy. That was a fucking wicked fight. I knew it'd be a good fight, but especially the ending now. The ending was just fucking topped it off. Like I said, Troy Williamson, he had to basically kill the guy for the ref to stop, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Poor. Yeah. But these are the same people, right? See the same people are complaining now about the ref making it go on too long. These are half these people are the same people, right, who are saying that the stoppage for the Fabio Wardley versus Parker fight was premature. How the fuck was it? Parker was getting beaten up that whole fucking round before the referee stopped it. Just because every punch isn't connecting, they're still the ones that are connecting are still connecting. Parker couldn't defend himself, just like tonight. Callum Simpson couldn't defend himself. He was getting his head pinged back and forth all night. Well, in that round, yeah. So people clearly want to see Joseph Parker die in the ring as well, right? Or look, fuck you, you lot stupid. But these people are the same. The only reason why they're mad here is because a lot of people betting on Parker to win. A lot of people don't like how Fabio Wardley done everything. He went about boxing. He went about his boxing career the unorthodox way. Yeah, the guy's got bit. The guy's he's a white collar fighter. Had about fucking 15 white collar fights. Jumped straight into the pros and is banging guys out. People don't like that. People don't like seeing raw talent that goes against the norm or goes against the grain. People don't like it. That's why people are moaning about the stoppage. But anyway, I'm ranting. So that'll be about it anyway. So until next time.